This is where we're at. Blanked it out pretty good. I do some more lines in here. Still got somewhat of a middle line here. Taped all of this out. This is kind of how this curves. Curves up on the sides. Perfectly straight there. So it's basically got three kind of curves to it. And then the rest of it stays kind of flat. I just thought that's the look for this. I can do it different next time. I can go more or less, basically. But yeah, this kind of has been blanking out pretty good. I'm going to end up scooping all that stuff out here pretty soon. So, but then again, trying to keep our center lines. I still got the center line on there too. So, yeah. I think what I'm going to do today is I'm going to carve away the edge to this line. Hopefully the tape stays on. You know, I was considering just basically painting the line on there with something in the shop, but then there's all these lines that I want to keep. I don't want to. So nothing to it but to do it. I'll leave you with that shot right there. It's winter in northern Wisconsin still. It's very cold. And in fact, today I was supposed to go do something, and you know, I was going to go to Madison or something, but nah, I'm not going. Too cold. Even though I worked outside a little bit today on this, it's kind of ice snowing. But yeah, again here I'm using the angle grinder to kind of rough the stuff in. I can't really even believe how incredibly hard this wood is. But yeah, this always kind of makes a guy nervous. It went rather smoothly though. I mean, I'm a little bit further now than what the end of this video will show, but it's definitely blanking out very, very nicely. By the time I get this done, I'm going to have to commit to a neck wood. I'm going to have to commit to tuners. But there's still a ways to go. I carved on this a lot, like carved and carved and carved and carved. Oh, I got sawdust stuck in my throat. But yeah, this is one tool that I've used a lot, even before I started building guitars, which I haven't been doing this very long. I'm not a very experienced luthier, but I'm a good player, so. But yeah, the entire top curves. This will be about 1/4 inch by the time it's done. And there's so many hours of doing this that I basically have to speed it up a little, but then, you know, you kind of get the gist of it. I'm just going around, I think, the first inch. And then now I got it kind of 2 inches belled in. I'm almost getting kind of the curve of the bell in. I don't know how I would do it differently. If I think this is going to be the nylon string, and I keep on thinking, like, what am I going to have to do differently when I do the steel string version? I think it's just going to be the headstock, basically. I got some classical tuners from Sweetwater at Godos. I don't know if I like them though. I don't know if they're supposed to move and wiggle like that, but the other ones don't. I haven't really captured every single hour I've worked on this. I've always snuck in an hour or two between takes. You know, sometimes I just run out of space on the phone and I just keep working. But yeah, this is just grueling work outside. So there it is. We got some pictures here. Kind of see how it curves a little bit. But yeah, this is just going to have a bridge. The bridge is going to have a piezo, no magnetics, nylon strings, classical style headstock. Um, so my aim is to make it kind of light. I don't know if it's going to have solid sides or we're going to do something tricky or how we're going to fit stuff in. I don't really, I've never done this before, so I don't really know how fitting the sides on is going to work. All I know is I'm going to put the neck on first and see, I'm way beyond this now. I got the whole bowl bowled out in the back. I'm just about getting to the point with the blank too that I'm not going to be able to just to set it down anymore. Like I'm going to have to make a contraption pretty soon to hold it. I do want to make a guitar bench. And I almost want it like with a built-in router or something cool. Basically, I just take these tools and just go at it. This knife almost doesn't never need sharpening. It's always sharp for some reason. The card I have to sharpen every once in a while. I just rub the deburr thing on it. The it seems to work. Before I'd just try to grind it down, but I just started using the knife because it's so much better. It gives you the curve that you want. I'm gonna get more scrapers. I'm gonna get some stainless steel scrapers. I am kind of willing to sell this or to start selling my work. I guess I'm getting to the point where, but then I don't know. How many guitars do you make before you start selling, or before you can consider yourself someone that can make an instrument? What I'm doing here takes a lot of time. Again, here's a couple more pictures. This is 2 inches in now. I'm kind of, I got it resting on a blank that's the same size. Taking on a lot of material. I'm guessing like by the time I'm done, 70% of the material is gone, hacked out. Just kind of a guess, but there's still going to be a 1/4 inch there. Yeah, I really like using the knife. I do use a card a little bit. You can see me using it. It does work good in the right spots, but basically the knife just kicks butt. And this stuff is so hard. I mean, it's just kind of like a rock. I would like to try this too with wood that's thicker than an inch. I think I could get like more depth. I like that how the neck is set and how the body takes the neck up into the arch. I would like to do that, but with the illusion of the cutaways, like leaning back towards the body instead of poking up, which they kind of do. I've hacked them down a little bit further, but now I got the process of reshaping them. The tape has managed to stay on this entire time. Been pretty lucky, because there still are some areas that need to be taken down a little bit, but it's so hard to get all the way down to that line. Here I got tape on my fingers. Got to put something on your fingers to keep from getting a mark or too bad of a mark. I got blisters on my thumbs. I mean, it's just hard wood. If I would have made this out of something else, even something, I don't know, like I don't even think the rosewood would give me this much trouble, to tell you the truth. But who knows? One day I'll hack up one of those pieces of rosewood. There's a lot of sugar spots in this maple, and when you cut it on the bias, you kind of reveal all the sugar spots. Can't really see it from the flat sawn face, but the look of the grain is changing too with the curves and stuff. So it's turning out to be a very nice blank and a very beautiful piece. I can't wait to get this part done because my hands hurt, but it's coming along. Um, there's kind of a way you get into the grain too, like most of the time I'm trying to find my way in, or what's the best angle to hold it at. How does it cut the best? Um, you got to watch out for the chatter, I guess, because it will chatter against the flame, the figure, and then you have to undo it. But we're almost at the end. Okay.